everyone, welcome to Mom's Craft Cafe. Today I will be showing you how to make a DIY spinning Bendy and the Ink Machine toy. So about a week ago, I decided to make this explosion box for my kids. Unfortunately, I did not record a video of myself making it. So in a future video, I will do a different themed one and show you how exactly I make these explosion boxes. The spinning toy is just like those butterflies that you see in greeting cards that fly out or jump out or spin out. Same concept, just different themed character. So please watch this video first before you decide to make yourself one of these spinning toys, because I used two different size heads, and you'll understand after you watch me make them what I mean about the two different sizes. So I started off with a head that's about 1.5 to 2 inches tall. This one's probably 1.5 inches, but the second head is a little bit wider than the first. So you'll need your printout, you'll need cardstock or Bristol board, 3 metal paper clips, a rubber band, and if you can find a rubber band that's about half this size for the size head that you're using, probably will be better. You'll need a popsicle stick, a hot glue gun, and guys, please be very careful when using a hot glue gun because you'll burn yourself if you're not careful, like I did. Now I have a blister on my finger, so guys, please be very careful. You will need a glue stick, a pair of scissors, and lastly, needle nose pliers. So without further ado, let's get started.
Okay, so you can use any character you'd like. Today we're using Bendy and the Ink Machine because my kids just started playing the game and the new toys just came out. This head is already prepared. I took my printout, stuck it on Bristol board, or you can use cardstock, but I use Bristol board with a glue stick, cut it out, took my popsicle stick, measured it to the back of the head, cut that to size, and stuck it on with a hot glue gun. Once that glue is dry, you're ready to go on to the next step. So you can make these heads a little bit bigger. I think mine is about almost 2 inches. You can go up to 3 inches, I would say 3.5 inches, but then you'd have to use bigger paper clips, or you can just get wire, thin wire to make these if you don't have a big enough paper clip. So anyway, take your first paper clip, straighten it out, leaving one side bent the way it is. You're going to get your needle nose pliers and just squeeze that bend a little tighter together. So now it looks like the bottom of a bobby pin. And then you're going to take your pliers and twist it over to make it into a hook. Just like this. And then you're going to cut off the excess. And now you have your little hook. So take your head, make sure you know what is the top of your head. This is where you're going to be placing the hook, which the rubber band is going to attach to. So make sure the hook is standing the correct way. Use your hot glue gun. Place some glue onto the popsicle stick. And use the needle nose pliers here, guys, because this piece that you're putting on is really tiny and you'll end up burning your fingers on that glue. So just make sure that the hook is securely on to the glue and let that dry. Next, you're going to take your second paper clip, straighten that out. For this one I used a skewer, which you actually don't need to use. You can just use your needle nose pliers and use the tip of the pliers to actually twist this. But today I used a skewer and twisted the wire around it. Then you're going to pull the ends down, but ensuring that the top part that you twisted stays closed. Take your pliers and just fix that up. You want to straighten that out. So I ended up bending the loop forward. So if you'll keep watching, you'll understand why we did this. And you're going to cut the rest off. You're going to probably leave it, I would say, an inch long. And it should hang down a little bit from the head. So you can probably cut it an inch to an inch and a half long. You want to make sure that you put hot glue on there and there's enough of the wire to stick onto the glue to secure the rubber band once it's on there. Again, be very careful with the hot glue. I'm so paranoid. So later on in the video, you'll notice that I ended up bending this piece back even more. So do that now before you put the glue on, because I ended up breaking the whole thing off and putting a lot more glue on. Now you're going to take your third paper clip, straighten that out, bend it in half. So it looks like so. Grab your needle nose pliers and squeeze that tip together even more. And then pull out the ends while you have the needle nose pliers squeezing that part together so it looks like this. And that should fit into that loop that you just put in, like so. Now take your rubber band and you're gonna put it through this loop. Again, my rubber band was a little too big, so I had to actually twist it and double it to make it smaller. So if you can find a rubber band that's a little bit smaller than the size that I used, then that would be perfect. So again, yes, I had to double it to create a shorter rubber band. So put it through that loop, and then you're going to have to feed the rubber band through this loop. Pull it up, and because mine is doubled, you'd have to hook both loops onto your hook that you created. And then when you spin this bottom part, it twists the rubber band, and then once released, it will unravel and spin. Okay guys, so now we are going to take out our Bristol board again, and the printouts that we did for the hands, you'll notice that I did 2 sets because I'm going to be doing a front and back. Oh, so this is the part where I was showing you where I bent that bottom piece under the head of the wire that we put in there. I bent it back. What ended up happening to me was that it came off as I bent it, and I had to put a lot more glue on. So just make sure you do that the first time. Bend it back a little more so that the elastic does not interfere with the head. So we cut out our hands, put that onto the Bristol board or cardstock just to make it stiffer. I left a little bit of the wrist so I can bend that back and use that to place onto the wire arms. And we're going to use a hot glue gun to stick that on. Now that we have the hands on and we twisted the arms to position them in place, we're going to take the extra 2 hands, cut those out, and paste them onto the back of the hand so now it has a front and back. So you'll see here that I have 2 heads. One is a little bit wider than the other. And the reason for this is because I'm going to bend it. I already stuck this one on Bristol board. I'm going to bend this one in half. I'm bending Bendy's head in half. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, so I'm bending it in half, and the reason for this is because we want to create that space in between so the rubber band can continue to twist around. And this is why you need to do a second wider head. You don't have to do the backing like I did, so you don't have to create that second head. You can just keep it open like this, the way it looks now, but I wanted to close it up and make it look finished. So we're going to take the hot glue gun, and just glue the sides of the head on so that we continue to create that hole in the middle so the rubber band can spin around.
So here you go, guys. This is the finished product. This is the spinning surprise bendy toy that we made, and these can go into any greeting card, any book, or even a gift. Again, I made an explosion box for my kids. I made 3 different ones of these. All you have to do is spin the arms, and once they open a book or greeting card or present, it goes spinning around and flapping around. Go check out their video. I will put the link in the description below. Let me know what you thought, and if you want me to do another explosion box, I will do a DIY video on that in the future. Let me know which one you want to see, and we'll make more of these spinning surprises as well. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell to receive more videos like this. And be sure to subscribe to my kids channel too, Gabolium 321. Thanks so much for watching, guys.